Good morning. What is up, my guys? Here we are back on the poker streets. Yeah, and pretty much every day in 2022, haven't been so many, maybe 8 or 7, but every one of them was, I think, a winning day, except maybe one where we just lost not so much. I guess even, I think we lost two, but every other day, just winning. Yesterday, only 100, but cannot complain at all. So here we go again and try our best. Probably we opened in the small blind. Maybe three, no. Yep. What are we gonna do? Ah, yeah, we call now. We only have 4 tables. Let's see a flop. We can for sure call. Yeah, I like betting. I think people are always a little bit afraid of an ace. Maybe not the 100 guy though. Maybe not. Of course, not gonna fold. Ah. Hmm. There's a lot of stuff that wants to bluff. Still very afraid. I think a lot of good stuff was a bad flop, but I mean the shallow in slow playing also is pocket fours quite often, I guess. But it's a decent spot I think to call. Looks strong though as a small raise on the turn and not the shove. With a call. I mean the standard is to just call on a blank river. Thought about maybe folding because of the reasons, but yeah, let's just call. And yeah, he just bluffed there. Was a small size. He didn't have a good bluff. He just had a gut shot, 2 overs. And yeah, there's also the possibility that he bluffs this. So he has a lot of stuff to choose from as a bluff. The aces. I think a small raising size makes sense. Yeah, we could actually have some raise folds. Awesome. Yeah, mixing call and shove. Yeah, it's the same EV. But I thought it's a little bit stronger. I had a certain read. It's a little bit likely that he's a bit stronger there. Seven five suited. I just folded, but I want to open. Actually wanted to open. I done the first 2 videos already, and hello there. Good morning. Happily checking. Obviously, easy. And we got some good tables, even at this time. Of course, we get it. GG poker. It's regular tables. Oh, we got a little something here. What did he do? He went for a quite secure call before. And just raising. I mean, we can also slow play such a low 8 especially. And now just bet big shove. Unlucky. Guess a lot of stuff is possible here. Guess I like the half size. Third size maybe? Okay, third size. Convinced. Guess he has a lot of threes. Don't think it makes a lot of sense to let him bluff, because he's not having any obvious natural draws. That missed. I'm already afraid, like always. Maybe he has good hand. I only have medium hand, it's not good. I fold. And sometimes call queens, kings, aces here. And obviously our nuts. Gets a little bit less bluffing going on here on such a run out where we have a lot of obvious continues. Let's just fold already. Guess even solvers probably mixing there. And let's check this actually. Maybe he's folding almost the entire time there. It's King Jack. Guess he's folding like 70% when I should guess. So we'll be like probably then then it would be of course 0 EV, and I think exploitively it's then good to fold. But maybe solver is not mixing folds there. I'm not sure. Let's find out later. Oof, what a spot. Guess it cannot be completely wrong to shove. Against two fine players. Nah, now we maybe like him to call. Blocking a little bit. Calling with a Jack 9 ski. Unlucky. Jack 9 offsuit, pre-flop. But we get there, we get there. We have a good amount. Woo! 79.5. 5? That's a little something. Yes, a little bit less than we had. Can be so easy. Remember, guys, when we weren't sure about shoving or not, it's easy. Let's call. I guess 3 fun players. He's not here to knit it up. I like it. Maybe we split. We lose against pocket four, so which is a big problem. And pocket sixes also. Also a big problem. Yeah. So close. I think I fold. Great board for us. Do we really want to bluff for this hand? I think so, honestly. I have to be honest here with you guys. Oh. Actually, check this out. Never lucky. We say we have Jack Queen plus. He thinks, okay, I think so too. Maybe we just made ace king full there. Maybe ace 9 suited. I think it would think about it though. Also good pot for us, yeah, and can sometimes raise, sometimes call against the set size. I think raising works a little bit better against population when they are overfolding to a raise. And not four bet bluffing enough. I mean, 3-bet bluffing there. I'm also not doing this, but it's also a nice advantage. Rio Queen. Okay, let's play with this gentleman. Aces, let's go. Hmm. Okay. It's not good. I think it will be, yeah, it will be stronger now. I mean, when he's donking, he should be stronger. Yeah, gonna proceed with a call. Right off the full river. Not gonna bluff this one, gonna catch this one. Guess he's just randomly donking with pocket eights. Guess we could sometimes bluff this. I wrote low. We could bluff this, but against him? Do we really want to do this? Not really, right? And yeah, if we bluff, we would bluff huge size. Because we have good blockers for that. We're blocking the flush trap. And this will of course be and it will always call us. Let's go for the white float. Let's put money in here. Oh, here, Rio Cream. Okay, let's take our queen high showdown value. It's fun player. even working out. Just shoving again, shoving it in. Domination, please. Not often lucky, but we will get lucky soon. No, we don't know yet. Ouch. Hey, Steve. What is up? Yeah, doing good. Problem. We just fold. I'm gonna fold. This is problem also. I call. I have a flush draw. I call. I think we can be ahead, and we can get there. Straight was got there or got a little something now. Just not great. Yeah, not gonna bluff this one in my humble opinion. We could bluff it though. We could do it. I'll take my king eye shot on value, yeah. I don't like it, but I also don't like bluffing against a player who just bets so big on the turn. Yep. Faded it. Just thought about bluffing because spades is better to bluff than clubs. This is close. Even against a big size. Because it's small blind versus big blinds where ranges are really wide. Not even randomized calling here. Call or raise. Because raise just works so good. And check. Especially against a little stronger range. Even DTO wise, maybe just checking. Yeah, not bluffing this one. We still have some other stuff that is worse. And yeah, we win against Ace Jack, for example, which is awesome, right? How good is that? How awesome is that? Not even bluffing King High with the King of Spades. How awesome is that also? Could even fold. Because it will be more value heavy and we only have deuces in position though. So aces, let's treat it like ace four suited and re-raise it. Okay, we got a gut shot now. It's a great board. We will do a lot of betting even with aces. Half size, full range maybe. Exploitively, I guess. Check is fine. People always think you have ace king, even though we actually pretend to have ace four. Great turn, a lot of third sizes going on. We could still do it with queens, jacks, tens, and find a lot of bluffs. Nice, and even now we can pretend to have the straight. Yeah, it's a good run out. It's not likely that he has a good hand. He always can have, but king's shoving. Ah, the snapky, why us? All right. And something like threes, usually fully pre-flop, but can of course have this still. Guess he's not having a 6-9 suited. He has an open move, but we have it as a defend. And like to fast play mainly. A very bad river. One of the worst. Actually, check. Could also bet tiny. Big re-raise. Awesome. Yeah, he could be bluffing some missed clubs, but I'm gonna check, mark this. Maybe he did a good. Maybe he did a good bluff. Was already afraid here a little bit, but because he re-raised bigger, rolled high, and I have ace jack. Oh, yes, a decent amount of equity. Nice. Oh, at least we won 1/3. Not the best start so far. results-wise. We care about that. Let's try not to. And we even have queens here already. Let's go. Just bet big, bet big. Yeah, here's a setup against pocket threes when we had aces. When we see it in retrospect and look at his timing, it was already a little bit suspicious, in my opinion. He called pretty slowly. Usually a lot of folding is going on a king. So it was a little bit dangerous, but of course it doesn't change anything in our strategy, not even close. Just shove there. Wait, his name is even Lucky Person, right? In my opinion, he deserved this run out. Maybe even a 7 would have been funny here. Really winning it 3 times. Nah. Oh. Don't mind the world at all. Maybe we get 5. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe a little bit of his luck goes over to us now. Maybe he's our Obi-Wan Kenobi. Gonna call this one. Gonna call this one. Easy. Yeah, gonna call. Oh, it's not so bad. Spade would be bad, and also he has less force now. I think I go for the half size. Here I'm gonna go for a trap, the big trap. I'm never lucky here. Shove, nothing else, and here we just go for another set. Bobby is fully unfortunately. Yeah. We can also make straight, it's also a good hand. Why not? Not gonna bluff a lot. It's fun player. Yeah, maybe we go for the set strategy actually again. There's always a plan C. We could try to win showdown. Just checking. Plan D would be with calling now. Or plan E was raising, but I think it's not good. Let's go strategy F. F for the win. Strategy F. F. Not gonna go anywhere here right now. It's a good board for him though, we know that. That is pretty clear. Can do quite a bigger size. Let's just fold. It got upgraded to an F strategy. Lower close and small check. Can sometimes show off even rivers. We would do it as a bluff. So we have to sometimes do it also when we don't have good hand. Rolled only 64, I think I saw. I'm gonna do it. He was also re-recording before, and maybe he saw some sick stuff from us. Maybe we would do it also with the King 10, King 9, King 7. Yeah, King 9, King 7. Better call. Fold. Let's open a bit wider. Otherwise, this would be a fold. If people would 3-betting now and calling now. Yeah, mainly gonna check. Yeah, even ahead of stuff. This will mainly bluff now. Just gonna muck. Just fold it. You like calling. You can do whatever you want, just mainly folding, sometimes calling. Yeah, just mixing. Against population, probably folding a bit more. But I have no other hands, so let's call. We can sometimes raise them or backdoors. And now I guess we already say we have a good hand. Oh, didn't see so short. Now we're gonna go the full way. I think he has a decent amount of hands that just continues. Rolled 72. I have to go full way now. Split hopefully. We're so lucky. Rolled quite high. Yeah, gonna go for it. Hope he's not having the King Kong. Or King Jack suited that goes for one. Lucky. I think he's quite kept though, so I think size is fine. We could still do it with King Queen, maybe King Jack. When he's writing this in chat, I think he could have like King Queen himself, which is a big problem. Seems to not be a problem at all. Not anymore. With 100, let's bet on a bad board for us. Still, we have some good stuff and bet with a certain frequency, 1/3. Probably just folded his queens. It's always a little bit dangerous. When people check on the board that is good for them, they usually have medium strong hand, and against this, shove is really good. Let's call here with one player behind. I think I take this hand now as a bluff. Or sometimes even worse stuff calls this. Maybe actually want to call. Folding too fast today. It's fine though to fold. And here, obviously, he has like King Jack suited stuff, clubs. Let's still just shove it in. Could bet big. I think I like betting big. Nice, he calls. And not even thinking about a shove, which is great for us. Easy call. Road low, we'll go for the check raise mainly. Yeah. I think we take our showdown value now as played. And bluff lower stuff. We still have some 10-8 offsuit. Easy. Showdown is good. Big bet. Punt pile. Just proceed with the call. Are we not gonna fold anymore? Yeah, I think we can afford. We also have a nice draw. We can be on top. Pretty nice things. It's a good board for us. Yeah, let's just call. Let's not think about it. Quite often it's like queens, which is not nice. Ooh. He's fast playing this so much. Still have good outs. Guess it's one of them. And still bet on this great turn for us with king, queen suited, king, jack suited. From this size. Can also check, of course. Let's take my first break. Yeah, some unfortunate stuff happened. Let's check results, but still, I think we just played it fine. Good even, so that's all we focus on. Says a minus 300. Pretty much what I expected. Yo, Shirachi, what's up? Doing good. How are you doing? Just waiting for my break. Yeah, let's go for it now. See you in a second. Great to read that. Always good. A little chill, a little grindski. And a little followski, also not the worst in the world. Ellen on tilt, 128. Thank you very much for your follow and welcome to the stream. Let's play some cards. By the way, the graph of the day. Look at ace keys, my friends. What will happen? He thinks about it. No, it's not a good dead. Oh, at least one. $8. Let's say 6 from him. And we defend our big blind. Isn't that great? Against 9, I'm gonna fold. Would like to play with this gentleman though. I think I fooled against the half size. I want to go for a re-raise. Let's just do it. A little more because we're a little bit deeper. Careful, Ray. We have a medium strong hand. Okay, now it's very likely that we are ahead. I think we bet big. Bet big. Can we win? Yes, we can win. Good buffers. We bet some 9s on the flop. But yes, more 9s. It's better for him. But we have more like very strong hand, like full house. We can still bet like one half, or we go for check raise, check call. What is possible? Yeah, this can even win against some stuff. Showdown, it's not really practice, but yeah, not gonna bluff with this one at the moment. Yeah. Hmm. Yes, he knows we'll have a lot of ace kings, all ace kings, but maybe not thinking we have all ace queen offsuits. Sorry. 7-8, the good old 7-8. Always lucky, guys. Usually we could no donk our worst hand against him. Oh, we are ambitious. We are very ambitious people. Yeah, just pick better stuff. It's not good enough. We have decent draws, yeah. He's even betting half size. That's 100% fold is what Zola's doing, I think. Because sometimes on these boards where actually there are good other draws, I sometimes raised a little bit too much. But creative you have to get only on other boards where no draws are there, like king, deuce, 7 offsuit. Then you sometimes raise more like 6, 8 spectors. And you raise bottom pair then more. As a bluff and a little bit for protection. On the one hand, a6 offsuit against big open, on the other hand, two fun players. Okay. Never even remotely, not even close to getting lucky. We're very high. I also go for check raise. I usually like to go for check raise. We call. Not great. Could even be split. And sometimes I bluff for this such also. He says he has very good hand. Could be true. And still proceed at this moment. King is not the worst, right? Hope he does something that is not like 70. He's not having so many two pairs on the flop. I think I go with a call. Well, it's 7-8 is of course a double cutter, which is not great. I'm not sure. Maybe he's even value betting like king 8 of clubs. And he's fun player, I think, gonna call here. Don't love it at all. I think I clicked the call button against a funny player. Was really close actually to fold in the end. I had so mixed feelings about this timing. Looked a tiny bit suspicious, but not much. In the end, I thought, was it not only just a standard fake tank? This time it worked out. Often it will not. You have to see the whole picture, of course. And him being a fun player could be maybe value showing king jack suited. Maybe not so likely. Went for the call. Six three. It's a decent hand to check on to raise on the flop, but yeah, mainly go for a 4 and really also low frequency. At least you had backdoor, straight draw to it. But yeah, it's really aggressive and probably zero frequency with solver there, but it's fine. It will, yeah, it's fine. Probably just losing tiny bit of EV if a little bit. But then I don't like it on the turn. good for me. I can have king 10, pocket kings. Your drawers didn't get there. Yeah, you just have to watch out to not bluff enough then. And just also, if you bluff, just hands with more equity. Raise or call. I'm afraid you have the queen. Yeah. Now, so much to click. I don't know. I like big size, I think. Awesome runner. I think Doublski, maybe Shovski. Or just a big bet ski. Yeah, I think I go for the huge bet. Call, supply, you can also raise sometimes. Especially exploitively, I think. Not very high. Yeah, it's one of our lowest hands. Yeah, it's maybe sometimes ace 9 or king queen. But and with this size, we have at least a 9 of spades. Nice. Shirachi likes a call. Yeah, worked out this time. Was a tough one. Yeah. Was a tough one. Always a little bit tricky, right? Against unknown. You have to make assumptions, play a little bit the guessing game. But I mean, he had 6-3 suited shit, so he was on the over bluffing side on flop and turn. And then even shoved river. He really had some guts. That's for sure. Nice, we have this kind of fella on the table. Always nice to see. We don't even have the worst position. He has the worst. With 25, we can of course. Oh no, I thought it was a board pair. We could have some huge raise sizes. Mainly just like to fold here against the most regulars. I have actually some slow plays here when I call because more players are behind. Split. So I could sometimes do some fancy stuff on the river. Fold. Gispen is here. Hello, my friend. Yeah, I like to call sevens way more than 6-7, of course. And yeah, we're very strong here. I think we have to mainly call. I think this is a good hand now. This is our problem. He's a fun player. Yeah, I'm gonna proceed. Gonna proceed one more at least. I think people usually don't bluff like this size. They know if I have a queen, I always continue. If I have a six, I know, oh, it's less likely there's a queen. You quite often see this huge size when he has a king, queen plus. But he's a fun player. I looked it up, only playing one table. This makes it way more attractive. And we just have a good hand to continue. I go for the shove. I mean, we also have incentivized to do other stuff, but because they are fun players here. Work low, just have the normal size. Hope he didn't wake up. Awesome flop, obviously. Just you have actually a lot of half sizes also, jacks, tens, yeah, jacks, queens, tens, like huge size. I could do it. I'm gonna do it, I think. Go for the normal size. Guess checks mainly gonna shove, but you never know how people play. I think just to the he could have aces or jacks, but it is what it is, right? Good pull. Looks like ace queen of clubs. No, not of clubs. What's left? Diamonds. I don't know. Who cares? Usually like to bet here exploitatively. Interesting one against this one. I think we just go for the check and not fold. King is not good, of course. I'm gonna call actually. I think a good amount of stuff that got stuff bet on the flop quite often. Hope to see a check. It's not good, even when we get a queen now. He was overcalling, cold overcalling. I guess I'm gonna call one. Even against him, I think I donk on an ace. Didn't catch up. We got a little something here. A little something. Oh no. Why must it be us? Hmm. Check. We only call. We could only call. Otherwise, we try to get 6, 8 pocket fours, something out of there. But I think I just call. Better here. Guess our donk on an ace wouldn't have worked. Mainly go for the check call. I can also bet. And then mainly check. Oh, this is not the worst. Why? Check back the flop. Hmm. They look exactly like what we have, but gonna go with the call still. Not great, some stuff got there. This is weird. We just have ace queen, ace king. Think not gonna go for the euro here. Call for the against the fun play. I'm gonna call. Certainty on the flop. Just about bet this one. Bet shove. It's not good what's happening here. We can actually fold how people play. Maybe gonna find the fold and here. Could even just shove it in. Even though there is the amount of straights out there. Yeah, how people play. I think I'm just gonna fold. Decided not to. It's a decent amount of bluffs that you can have, and I think even straightforward players not gonna fast play a lot of stuff. They are flopped sets, even though they will a little bit too often. Oh, right, didn't see. I got a little rate ski in here. Thank you so much, Mr. Positive Poker. Appreciate it. And welcome to all of you. Yeah, a little bit too much stuff happened here right now. And yeah, I'm really fine. All this went out. I was close to folding. This is enough. Quite often I would have folded this one. I think quite often when he has like ace, jack of hearts, ace five of hearts, some diamond draws that he just rips it in. Usually we call with diamond. Not easy to have enough bluffs in his shows, but I mean he's a fun player. He could do random stuff. Oh. I think I'll just go for the standard call here. Looks like I'm really on the call heavy side. It's usually the other way around. Great pot for him. Actually, don't know what was the fault here. Close one table, I think, is a very good idea now. And there was so much action. Yeah, I'm used to the Kanu course ranges. That's usually what I use. But because I use so much GTO Wizard now, um, it's actually kind of a mix. Always bluff this one. And we have close to bottom range. I'm just gonna try it. Not gonna make this one fold. Great odds. Hard to bluff though. Finally, we find our fold. Mixing everything, but mainly go for the fold against green player in the big blind especially. Always a small blind cold call range. No, I don't cold call in the small blind. Because you're not really gaining EV. If you call or raise, it's pretty much the same. And yeah, it's just wasting a good amount of your time because everything just takes longer. So I think it's bad for your hourly. So I don't advise that at all. And I think that's also why high stakes players are not doing it, except fun players behind you. You want to keep him in the pot. Open wide and small blind against population. Really interesting spots coming up here. I mean, it's ace-10. It's usually a call. I think he will 3-bet tighter, though. On the other hand, he's in the pot also. I'm gonna call this one. Don't love it at all. But he has a 100 here. We're in position. Can squeeze. Any squeeze, actually. And here I think about just calling. In case he has completely nothing. Let him bluff. Could he be if we shove that he still calls with pocket queens there? Could be. I think I'm actually gonna shove then. Ooh. Only a 49. Unlucky. Can we get lucky? Whew. I guess that's good. That's medium. Let's split it up. It's fine. Made some solid money out of this gentleman. Take a note that he just bet so huge with such a big hand. It doesn't need a lot of protection. He went for the call. Actually, I'm gonna call also. Guess he has some Trapskis in there. I think he's more on the loser side and not really so aggressive, what I've seen so far. So let's just bet. Yeah, we could absolutely think about fold. But gonna call once. Wouldn't mind them directly folding this one. Ah, close door. Just open folding this one. I keep on gonna bluff on a spade. Let's fill it up. No, we only have one. Let's fold this one. Otherwise, just calling, I think, is attractive against him. Where he is. Good morning. Good morning, my guy. Let's call here with one player behind. Like I said. Usually you're re-raising big out of position, but when we're shorter, I guess this is fine. Never lucky. Go for the check call. Oof. Let's look up, by the way, what results are saying. Some weird stuff that's going on 20 minutes ago. Not so good stuff. I also 10-10 against ace queen. Didn't work out. Let's see how much we're down. Should be a bit. Oh, only minus 200? That's nice. Did we win before that? Obviously. So this is from today. We were down, but then got back, and now we are pretty much even, but have to deduct $200 in Ray. Just forgot about the good stuff that was happening before. Yes, we can sometimes do stuff here. I don't know, I feel like it right now. Can also just fold. Could also think about a call. Like always, I like to always see a bit more than usual, more than solver. Because people are not raising enough as a bluff. And yeah, gonna check this one down. We have some showdown value and we prefer just stuff with more equity and then with better blockers. Just gonna check it down. Of course not awesome. We could think about sometimes bluffing half size, saying we have like pocket jacks. Let's make it less often against fun player. Well, actually, we were initially going to go for the check call. Could also check raise. I think it's not so great. Could also just fold. I think he was passive side. right? We can get there. We can be in front on the turn. I mean, we check to him. He can have a lot of bluffs. He has 100%. So he can absolutely show up with a lot of stuff that is not a 9. And we still don't know too much about his aggression. But from what we've seen, looks to be passive. Yeah. So I go with a Betsky. Betsky. Good low. Just call. I choose to call. I guess we can sometimes raise. Yeah, not gonna bluff this one. Just bluff lower stuff. Can sometimes bet huge. Saying we have a 6. Shit. Good sizing, mate. Puts us in a spot. Usually I would just fold. Could think about. I think I call here with him behind. Against fun player. Ah, shit. 9, 10, 8. Actually, I'm gonna go with a call. That's a dream. We'll proceed with the call. And this right will probably be over now. Maybe we get a check. Yeah, maybe this is not even a good river for us. Probably it's not a good river. Ouch. Even shove this one. He will sometimes do this with really strong hands. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call actually. Do we see? Yeah, sure. Not gonna bluff this one. Never lucky. Do you wanna just call? Good old 6 2s offsuit. I guess that's why it has a 100 there. Yes, I don't mind a call. Yeah, I think I like call. Also sometimes raise, or of course fold. For the big size, we have a good good blockers. He has a lot of misdraws, and I think the tank makes it more likely that he has a bluff in this scenario. But I guess he was just thinking about what to do with check raise, big bet, small bet. But quite often, if they have it, they just bet quite big, and when they think about bluffing, they could take a little bit more. But it's just a small thing, and I was thinking about calling anyway with our hand there. Oh, 8 even. Let's go. Even think about a bad scale. Let's turn. I think this size is fine. He's gone. So we will be soon. Yeah, let's close this for now. Let's shake actually the 10-10 hand. Where's GTO with it? Five three with ace jack. No, unfortunately not. Can't also find it at the moment. So by the way, minus 300 today. It's not so bad. It felt really bad. All right, all right. Let's see a flop. Roll. Yeah, I mean, when he's all in, he should not bluff a lot. Guess he must be strong. And this is a strong hand. Out. With decent blockers. Yeah, the question is what we do if he checks river. Guess we have a good hand to bluff, but it's not so great against fun player. All right, you win. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Let's close. This is a hand, by the way. Small blind opened. We 3-bet and he called. Flop is 9-3-4. And yeah, usually we will have a big size or a check there as a default. Maybe some other sizes are fine, but in general, this is a normal size. And yeah, he will call with pre-flop with like deuces to eights, I think. Mixing, mainly quite often actually folding. Not so much against small, but I think than against big blind when we have a bigger size. Yeah. So on the flop, calling all pairs, of course. Quite often every pair gets called, even if we bet turn and shove river. So it's a good turn for us. We can, I think, still just bet and shove river. So what is happening when he raises a turn, shoves the turn? I think it's maybe mixing, maybe calling all the time. I think it will be like zero EV stuff. And I think it's, I don't want to do another thing then solve. I think people will still show their ace 5 of hearts or whatever. All right, let's see what Sala will say to this. In a second, when GG is closed. Solutions. Yeah, let's take a 50. Hmm. Simple, general. All right. So button opens and we're in the small blind with pocket tens, of course, 3-bet. And here is button range. Actually, he's I thought he's more folding here in this position. He's still having all of them. What's happening if he's doing it in the cutoff? Okay, only then it's like mixing. No. Okay, I have still 200 pp. Let's do the normal stuff. Sorry, guys. I was really confused with what's happening here. 2.5. Usually I have another open size. Oh no, it's fine. Let's go for this. It's button opens. It's more binary raises. Button. Okay, now it's mixing, but almost all the time calling sixes. Let's check EV though. I mean, of the mixes it will be, of course, 0 and then, yeah, aces already. Clear call all the time. Sevens, yeah. Okay, so that's it. And button calls. Flop is 9 of diamonds, 3 of diamonds, 4 of hearts. So yeah, what I thought mainly over pairs, yeah, pretty much like this. I'm betting big size. Sometimes going for the check raise. I think 10s and jacks never go for the check call. Queens and aces sometimes go for the check call even. Yeah, like it's a preferred size, it was a big size. Let's just put this one in there and he will call still every pair. I'm not calling deuces. Okay, of course he's just calling with a 6 of diamonds. I mean when he has a diamond in there against the big size. All right, but yeah, he will probably call like king queen and stuff with backdoors. Yeah, but even mixing when you only have the diamond, the queen of diamonds, which is of course worse. But even with the king of diamonds, it's, yeah, 0 EV, like you see he's mixing. So we will have some of those, but I think in practice he will have less. Just fold. People will just fold it. All right, but now the interesting part comes. So he calls and like, yeah, tens and jacks quite often raising. And therefore he also needs some raise bluffs that don't call it off. Okay, king 10 will call it off. What are the bluffs that are not calling it off? So I think everything that is raising diamond draw is calling it off to a shove. Maybe like ace 5. Pocket 5 C raises. It's interesting. I want to just see if I shove. He chooses a small raising size. Oh, he's actually not having the small raising size. Okay, against the huge size. Actually, yeah, it's another thing. I got a little bit confused. We're not betting like one side or one half. Just the shove, but not often. 9%. All right, let's go ahead. Call. Now it gets interesting. Queen of hearts. So only betting 39% of the time and mainly betting tens. Which size? Let's see, all in, or like 1/3. Looks like everything is possible. We had, by the way, a diamond. We had this one. Yeah, we chose a size like this one in the middle. So obviously our hand is good enough to go down, but I want still to know. We'll take the 130 actually. We have 50 left. In practice we had less left, but let's bet this one. He's slow playing his sets of them, and then king, queen, ace, queen just shoving, yeah. And then also shoving some good draws probably. All right, let's say now he's shoving. And he is quite often also calling if he has ace, five of hearts, ace, jack of hearts, yeah, of diamonds, five, six of diamonds. I see an absolute possibility that people are, in this case, shoving a little bit more. What is happening are almost tens, and yeah, it's pretty much indifferent. Yeah. You can see it's going to be 0 EV. Our exact hand here is 0 EV. Without a diamond, it's a little bit EV. I think I like to call then, because I think people will bluff a tiny bit more. Because solver is calling a lot. On the other hand, I think they will fast play a little bit more of the sets, so it's really close. I don't mind anything. Yeah. And I like his play there with ace queen. If he would have shoved there with a threes, I don't like it so much. I mean, against us, against very straightforward players, it's better to fast play there, but I think against us it would be bad. How much would a shove even lose in EV? Let's see. I like 3 BB. 2 or 3. Yeah. And I like his play with ace queen because it's vulnerable, but it's very strong. Like his call on the flop against us. Maybe you could think about folding this against other players when they are having only good hands on the flop when they use a big size or weighted towards it. So if we bet 18 on the flop, and how I see V with ace queen, it will be always a call, but just getting a little bit of EV. Yeah. About 1 BB. And without a diamond, he had a diamond, of course, it's 0. So you can call or fold. So against population, against bigger size, I would just fold. All right, my guys, this was actually an interesting hand. Yeah, usually I say I like folding a little bit more, but I think not in this case. All right, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. It was short but intense. I wish you a great day. Gonna leave.